What's up and welcome to Two Up Front. My name is Jay. What up, Chuck?
What's up, Jay? And what up to our guest who will introduce himself?
Yes, we are not by ourselves this week. We are joined by Mo. I was gonna say his other football. There are many football AKAs that he wants to drop. So I'll just stick with Mo. Then he can take it over. What's up, Mo?
What's up, fellas? Thank you for having me in the Two Up Front. My name is Centric Mo.
Oh, yes.
There we go, Centric Mo. You know when guys get older and they can't be running up front, striking, and they drop into midfield, like into the center. So Centric Mo.
Next thing, goalkeeper.
Hey,
manager.
That's how it goes. Anyway, we are happy to be joined by you. We have first up talking transfers, right? We're going to talk international transfers, local transfers. I was trying to debate which one we go with first. We're going to go international, and here's why. So there I am on Twitter, and I am reading your tweets with another person from Twitter. And first up, right, the breaking transfer of Darwin Nunez from Benfica to Liverpool. You said, and it's going to be on camera, it's recorded. I quote, you said that is another Andy Carroll.
It is.
Waiting to happen. Please tell me why. Like,
I think, moreover, I think with this whole money thing, Nunez doesn't deserve the amount of money that's been put out there, because, I mean, he's a YouTube player. I think we've never seen him play, or maybe it's because we're not as exposed to the Portuguese league as we are other leagues. But, I mean, it's just
26 goals in 29 games this season in the Primera Liga.
In which league?
Primera Liga.
In which league? Primera Liga, we now Champions League, or have they ever? Be it Europa or anything. I mean, I think, but I still stick to my guns. That's another Andy Carroll. They'll be disappointed.
Why do you say that though? Like, Andy Carroll was complete flop at Liverpool. Came through at the same time as Suarez, and then Suarez made that look like a good deal. And
it's not just, I'm not basing it only just on physique. I mean, we are really taking chances here. With Diaz, maybe it worked, but I am saying there's something about me.
But the very same Darwin Nunez scored against Liverpool in both legs in the Champions League. So, I mean, if he's going to have to adapt to the English game, he's done so very well against one of the best English teams. So, don't you think that boosts his chances of actually being competitive?
It does. Honestly, it does. But obviously, through bantership, you just say, Because it's one of those things, Uguti, with Nunez. Klopp, I think one of the most important thing that he needs to do, or his targets next year, is to win the league, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think he wants. With Nunez, like any other player, adjustment it can't or might not happen immediately as like Diaz did. But what if it takes Nunez a good 20 games to adjust, and he's supposedly the main striker? Could be an issue.
I think if money is going and you're spending that amount of money, he's not going to be a player.
Why some of the money with time final?
I mean, I agree with you, because we also touched on the Mo Salah thing. Whatever Mo Salah wants, give him that money. But it seems like money didn't have the same bargaining power. With whatever money I want, give me that money. Because, I mean, he's at arguably one of the best clubs in the world. Look, with Bayern, he'll win stuff. But when it comes to Champions League and they face each other off mano a mano, chances are the favourites are still Liverpool. And so he's taking somewhat of a step down. But because he's not getting the right amount of money.
You know what? I loved Klopp from the beginning. Like, he's come up from like when he started at Liverpool. But manje, his decisions, I'm like, no.
That's unfair though. Like, what decisions? Because,
man, why isn't he keeping money?
Mane wants to leave.
No, he wants to leave because of
whatever the reason he wants to leave. First of all, like, the coach doesn't negotiate the contracts. Mane has people who negotiate contracts for him.
He's got influence,
but not to the extent where he's the one who signs off on the fact that give him that money. That goes back to the accounting guys. And with Liverpool do try to keep a stable like wage structure. This is why the Mo Salah thing is taking as long as it has, because as Chuck points out, yes, we've said give Mo Salah however much he wants. But it does not look like Liverpool want to do that. It looks as if Liverpool have dug their heels in with regards to this is as far as we're willing to go to pay anyone, because once you start breaking that ceiling and giving guys Kevin De Bruyne money or De Gea money, then everyone who comes back to the negotiation table wants that money, because it's an open secret how much guys are getting paid. So if you are committing to money for the next few years, if reports are to be believed, money is what, either 100 or 150,000 pounds. So if money is looking, say, for 250 or 300, then everyone else who comes in behind them is like, okay, double our pay as well, because we've earned it or we deserve it or whatever the case may be. And if you look at the way that Klopp then and Liverpool have been moving, in my opinion, which is highlighted by this Darwin Nunez move, is they are looking to move away from that front three, Firmino, Mane and Salah. They're over 30 and they've served the club, and if there was a time to part ways with them, now's the time. And they've brought in Jota, they've brought in Diaz, now they've brought in Darwin Nunez. So the takeover is happening, the evolution is happening. And if you then want to continue competing with Man City going into the future, you have to breathe new life into your squad.
Okay, with that much said, do you think Liverpool fans will be patient enough for next season to not even win the EPL, just because we are building a new front three, and they are understanding which, okay, the reason why we didn't win is because Nunez is adjusting. The front three is not the same as it was when we were supposedly dominant.
You know what? When you mention the price tag with Nunez, that's the big thing with this guy, right? Because at that price, you have to hit the ground running. So if he's just there to be a squad player for like this first year, I think you'll get like pushback from those Liverpool fans.
What if Nunez is not so far? What if he's like almost Origi Mdlula?